Let the black bottles of your store. Count Dracula.
Imagine forests of corpses dripping on a buffet. You call that a nightmare, I call that a Tuesday. Vlad Dracula, spawn of the devil, dipping my bread in your weeping blood vessels. Scorch the earth from Hungary to Wallachia. I inspire fear, you inspire Count Chocula. Step to the Turks and the bodies started dropping. Put my foot on ottomans like I was furniture shopping. I save my steaks, no need crucifix. I kill you with Olive Garden, garlic breadsticks. I butcher men, women, and children like cows. Put more meat on swords than Fogo de Chao.
Does this mic still work after that blah blah blah? Check 1, 2. The flex of a rear-spearing princeling can't vex me, 'cause I nibble necks and I make it look sexy. I'm universally known for intrigue and desire. I shape-shift into mist and bone when all the riders slick hair, pop collar, and a damn nice cape. While you've got less taste than an and rice cake. Your rhymes are empty, like I leave vascular systems. I'd grant you the privilege of being Dracula's victim, but the thought of biting you makes me get nauseous. You don't look like the type that's keen on neck washes.
Did you shapeshift those punchlines? 'Cause they missed. Your skills like your reflection, it doesn't exist. Turn your taint to a tiz when I put a stick through ya. Seen a sucker this soft, it's ridiculous. Get beat by Count Dracula, you're smoking Cracula. I dunk on your wackula, raps like I'm Shacula. I'm Vlad to the bone, Vlad the hot nailer, Vlad that commits heinous acts on rats as the jailer. You leached my name, you pale son of a bitch, and your weak ass gets beat by the sun at the beach. Your slick hair and cape are all flappy razzle-dazzle, but at the end of the day you're a bat, and that's only half a battle.
Whoa! I did not know that you could read. That's great. Now let's see if you can bleed. Ha! You thought the sun could kill me? Not true. I'm the vampire so cold they call me Nosferatu. My syllable delivery is devilishly intricate. I rock the house once I'm invited into it. And here's a tidbit that you can stick a stake up. You're losing so bad you should join Team Jacob Renfield.
Yes, master.
Call a doctor, not sword, 'cause Vlad the Impaler has just been skewered.
Hold on. Hold down. Don't touch on.
Wow! Whoa! Hey! What? Why am I? Why do I look like a fucking? Why am I so gloopy loop? What the hell? Hi, welcome to Reddit at Night, season 3. Oh my god, who thought I would make it this far? Right? I certainly didn't. Why am I? I'm so squishy. I'm like a little. What? I'm a little squish character. Hold on. This was supposed to be so. Hey, this is a little scuffed, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But partly because I had to. Yeah, what's up with my squishiness? My squish meters are like fully normalized, but for some reason, here, check out how squishy I can get. Wah 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 wah. My squish meters are fully normalized, but for some reason, God disagrees. And you know. It's God's world. We're just living in it. Hi, welcome to Saturday Night. Holy shit, season 3. I had to go around the corner. Let me get Facebook open on my YouTube, on my Google. Every website is website. You know what I mean? I had to go around the corner, and capture a raccoon that had entered the apartment of my my close friend Toby. Not Toby the bunny, but Toby like a guy. Like a real guy too. Like the real man's man, Toby. Needed help with his raccoon problem. Here we go. Look at this little guy. I didn't give him a name because I would have felt bad, but he was aggressive. He was not in a happy mood when we got there. He was like hissing and biting. Sometimes raccoons are just scared and they're like, I want to be anywhere else but here. This one, no way, nuh-uh. This dude was out for blood. This dude bit my hand twice. And you know, I barely survived. But you know, we gave him some cat treats, got him out of there. It was a fun experience. And now I'm late for Ratterday night. Also, Claire's late, but that's its own thing. For no discernible reason other than, because, you know, mice, fucking little mousy. That's not correct. Anyway, why am I yelling? Oh my god, all the numbers got reset while I was out catching raccoons. It was I was so it's precise with my numbering, and yet for some reason God has decided to come in and take a big finger to my to all of my damn hard work. What the hell? Anyway, hey, welcome back to Ratterday Night. We got a great season lined up for you. I should have pulled up the list, huh? We got a great season. Season 3 is going to be our best season yet. Obviously, that's how time works, and, you know, it's continued to be time for a long time. We got Soda Steel at some point. Next week, we're doing some porn star stuff. Hot Apollo is coming on August 19th. Remy Boydell, August 26th. Maya Crimeu on September 2nd. We got Hearthfox on the line. We got the developers behind Friends vs. Friends on the line. We're gonna be we got a lot of fun stuff coming up in this season. Have you guys ever noticed there's no like Scooby-Doo version? There's no Scooby-Doo epic rap battles. I know that's probably been on their fucking whiteboard for the longest time, right? Like Scooby-Doo versus who would Scooby-Doo epic rap battle, do you think? Sorry, the raccoon germs are like infecting my blood and I'm going crazy. I'm thinking about Scooby-Doo. Probably too much, to be honest with you. But hey, it's Ratterday night. I get to think about Scooby-Doo as much as I want. Marmaduke? That's actually not a bad idea. But then who would... see, it would have to be Scooby and Shaggy, right? Because you can't have one without the other. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna listen... I'm not gonna listen to a whole epic rap battle of a guy in a costume going... I can't do it. Someone the other day said that my laugh sounds like Scooby-Doo, and that made me so upset. But... when I want to do it, I can't do it on command. Ree-hee-hee-hee-hee. Oh, I don't know, I'm trying my best, man. Times like these, you wonder, hey Rachel, why do you sound like a Scooby-Doo? And to be honest, I don't know.
You gotta try it in a certain way.
Marika is an artist and game dev responsible for 28 installments of the award-winning Binky series of video games. Currently in development is Magnificent Mouse Misadventures, which we're here to learn more about today. Marika, welcome to the show. How are you? How are you?
I'm not getting audio technical difficulty. I'm not getting audio. I don't know if I'm getting audio through the Twitch or through the thing. You scared me.
You can turn off the Twitch because you got the live experience. You got the rat right in front of you. You don't need to watch no live streams.
The audio is too loud. I got scared.
I'm so sorry. I try to be energetic, but sometimes
no. My the volume on the program was too high. Special thanks to Ikai Mika for doing this impromptu doodle of me a few weeks back.
This is the one with the you're like on you're sitting on a little thimble.
Yes, like a bigger than average thimble. You know, thimbles can get big.
This is, I mean, it's a thimble, right? Like it is. It's not a thimble. It's a spool of thread.
Spool. Okay, have you seen them? They can get pretty big.
I don't know.
You know, people need a lot of thread.
Well,
sometimes people need thread.
What's the most thread you've ever used on anything?
I have a disability and my hands aren't that good, so I usually don't use threads. Sorry, I was drawing in MS Paint.
Oh, that's okay.
But now I'm not. Now I have my questions and answers up.
Hell yeah.
I'm on the stream.
Yeah.
Every pony.
You're on Ratterday Night, the greatest talk show ever funded by
Ratterday Night, and I'm a mouse. And are you a ferret or are you a rat?
I'm a ferret.
The tag says ferret.
Personally, but rat. I mean, it's a colloquial name, right? Like it's its own thing. We don't have to worry about whether or not I'm a ferret or a rat.
That's fine. Just don't bite my neck.
Wow, are we already going to talk about Draculas?
No, we'll save Dracula for later.
This is the other thing we need to talk about is we're gonna have to at some point talk about
Dracula. Yeah.
Marvelous Mouse Misadventure, which is its own thing, and it's definitely not Dracula, but you know, whatever.
No, Dracula isn't in the game, or maybe he is. I'm not telling. That's
Could
a
he
secret.
be? Would you?
That's a trade secret. I have an NDA disagreement with the Impaler himself.
Vlad Dracula the Impaler himself has you under NDA?
Yeah. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. You know.
Yeah. Dude, do you think
vampires have their own rules? You know, they can't come into your house and such.
Are you allowed to say that you're under an NDA if you are under an NDA?
I don't know. Vampire
we need a lawyer.
NDAs are pretty different.
Need to call a lawyer.
I need a vampire lawyer.
We need a vampire lawyer. Here, hold on.
Yeah, a vampire lawyer. Should I talk about the game proper? You gonna ask questions?
Yeah.
This is like my first time ever doing this.
That's fine. I'm excited to hear about the Marvelous Misadventure. Can you give us a brief introduction?
Okay. It's Magnificent Mouse Misadventure.
Oh no! Oh god, I'm a fake journalist.
That's okay. It's 3 words.
Yeah.
Sometimes
can't even count.
So Magnificent Mouse Misadventure is my biggest game yet, and hopefully a polished one at that. So and you know, even though it's about a girl transforming into a mouse, I'd like to think that it's a different from a werewolf story or something else like that. So Meep, the character's name is Meep, and she wants to become a mouse. So she does. But the problem isn't that she's like a mouse. Like she's planned being a mouse in advance for a while. So the problem with her is that the shenanigans all around her, you know, the chaos of everyday life can be even more overwhelming if you're a tiny little mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps her roommate will accidentally chase her with a vacuum, like that scene in The Mouse and the Motorcycle, if anybody remembers that, movie.
What is that movie? Tell me about The Mouse. Hold on. Can we take a quick detour for The Mouse and the Motorcycle?
The Mouse and the Motorcycle is a children's book, and it's also a movie.
Okay.
It's also a movie.
What's it?
And the movie's Mouse. The mouse in the movie has like these freakishly long arms, and I think it's done by the same animators who did the Frog and Toad animated shorts, but the Frog and Toad shorts look markedly better. Okay, so anyway, there's a scene where the mouse is on his motorcycle and he lives in a hotel, and this kid who gives him a motorcycle is also in the hotel. And then Ralph S. Mouse, that's it. And then the lady has a vacuum, and then he almost he almost gets sucked into the vacuum, but he escapes at the last minute.
That sounds
It's a great movie.
harrowing.
When I premiered the music video on tinybird.zone, we watched the mouse and the motorcycle first. Yeah, that's it. That's the mouse.
That's the mouse.
That's the motorcycle.
That's the mouse and his titular motorcycle.
Yeah.
I love his helmet too. Safety is really important, and so
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if Meep will wear a helmet though. She kind of already has helmet hair.
Will Meep motorcycle? Is it?
No, but there may be other vehicles, other things.
I'm trying to think of other vehicles you need to wear a helmet in.
Claire, somebody else has joined.
Oh hey, hi Claire.
Hello.
Welcome to welcome co-host Claire, who had a big nap.
There were a lot of problems all in a row. I did my best to be prepared. I had a big nap beforehand,
Mhm.
and I think it should have been longer, but then I got really overwhelmed by something, and also more recently, after I got up from the second nap that I happened on accident, and I was trying not to have sensory overload,
Mm.
I saw a picture of a cat, like one of those translated cats tweets, where it said his eyes revealed the sadness he was about to lose his balls because he was about to get neutered. And
Oh.
I cried a lot about it, and that's mostly what held me up.
Wouldn't it feel? I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say, wouldn't it feel good to have your balls off? No, it's fine.
Depends.
See, this
maybe.
We can't really ask cats.
Yeah, well,
It's the gulf of human understanding.
The gulf of mouse understanding too. Look at this little mouse.
I don't. Mice. Yeah, she's pretty small. She's like 3 inches, but in the animation, she's like a little taller. Maybe I should edit the animation.
That's barely
But,
even
like,
one
the-
apple's tall. Like, just so we're all on the same page.
I guess I haven't really like measured her. I don't know how tall she is in like in-game units.
Wow. Video games are like
I mean,
kind of.
in games, it's all relative. I mean, I swear, people were talking about this big space game, and somehow this big space game wanted to make it realistic sizes, as opposed to like making everything point something. Because when you get far enough out with numbers in video games, you get like floating point errors or whatever. I don't know the specifics.
Farlands
but
are bust.
basically,
I remember.
no, it's not Farlands. It's something else.
Well,
it was some space game.
That's where I learned about floating point precision. That's a personal
something like
ratty
that.
story, though.
Okay, so this Magnificent Mouse adventure kind of started maybe like a year ago, like a few months ago. It started as an Of the Killer fan game kind of idea in my head. Of the Killer by Garment District / the Catamites. It was only until recently that he publicly announced that he was Garment District when he posted the page on his itch.io Catamites.
That's an exciting development in the world.
So I did a little fan art of it, of like my idea. I sent it to you, right?
Yeah, I can pull that up in just a second. Sorry, I'm putting my hair up.
So like, that's okay. And so like the villain of this fan game was supposed to be like this kind of Vincent Price in the Bat kind of villain, but it didn't. This game never really went off the ground.
Hold on. Vincent Price.
You know Vincent Price?
1959? Vincent Price? Okay. Let's get that bat on screen.
But so I did this fan art of the killer, Claw of the Killer, but nothing really came of that. So on a vague
I'm getting
pencil,
the fan art. Sorry, I got distracted by the bat.
I've never felt like the best at like fan medium, like fan art, like fan productions. I'm worried that I'd be like, I would mischaracterize the character of BB, and like I wasn't sure like what would BB do, what would BB not do, and I feel more open to using original characters.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like a blank slate. Like you can do whatever you want with an original character, and it might not be kind of weird. But Meep has obviously studied BB's tried and true tactics of running away from mysterious danger. But I want to keep that mysterious danger a secret, Dracula or otherwise.
It's probably,
Who knows?
if we talk about Dracula, are you going to be able to tell us whether or not there's going to be Draculas in Magnificent Mouse Misadventure? Marvelous Mouse Misadventure.
Fuck,
yet. I said it. Did I say it wrong again? Magnificent
Magnificent
is the correct.
Mouse.
Fuck, man, I overcorrected too. Damn.
That's okay.
We hate those for too. Yes, we do.
So I'm very lucky to have my friend B Pseudopod, an ant friend of mine, to help out with the programming. We got that Git stuff set up. Special shout out to my friend Sean, for actually knowing how Git stuff works. So when we had like this one issue a few days ago, Sean was able to help me. Sean was able to help me with Git stuff so that we weren't like flailing around and screaming, because computers can get complicated. So Ant insists that I did some work too. Yes, I did, but I kind of feel like I mostly just remembered the code that I did like 5 years ago for my Binky games. And I'm really excited about their camera system, and once the game is done, we'll probably like release most of the code. Like, I guess I'm not sure on the specifics of
Hell yeah.
releasing. I don't know. It's a lot of it's just up in the air right now.
Open source mouse
and
adventure.
then,
This is. Can I? Sorry. Can I ask?
Yeah, it's fine.
This is an extremely good mouse. What's your inspiration for such a perfectly tiny critter?
I just
Can we make the mouse take the whole screen up?
If you want to.
Yes. Sorry.
So that's Meep Mouse.
Meep Mouse.
After her transformation.
Was she named Meep Mouse before the transformation?
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
wow. Match made in heaven.
She's like trans.
It is, yeah. I did notice.
She's trans. Like there's like a poster in the room.
Wow. That apparently that's not enough to confirm a character is trans anymore. You know.
I guess she chose the name Meep. I temporarily used the name Meep on some other websites, but I kind of just dropped it. So then also special art thanks to Biddy Fox, who I met through Vomit District. Biddy Fox did Motif of Mousehood for the in-game music video that we'll be showing a little later, I presume.
A little bit later.
It's a wonderful song, and my friends like Kat were really impacted by the song, the lyric, the banjos, other stuff. So I hope that other people will be emotionally swayed into playing Magnificent Mouse Adventure for home computer.
Is it? Are we expecting a console release for Magnificent Mouse Adventure?
No, gosh, I cannot imagine dealing with Nintendo.
Xbox?
No.
Sony PlayStation?
No, I don't have
Ouya?
I don't have an Xbox.
Do you have an Ouya?
I don't have an Ouya.
Do you have
I'd consider maybe an Android port. I think Godot has Android support, but that would be like after finishing the game.
Do you have a Soldier game? Soldier game
Android.
handheld?
No Soldier game.
No Soldier game.
No. We're not porting it to Google Stadia.
Okay. Well,
ignore the ant in the chat.
There's no ants. Yeah, we're not. We're closing our big eyes and saying, "Hey, get out of here, crazy bug."
We're closing our very different eyes and not seeing the insect eyes.
Are you
made of many lenses?
Have you ever eaten a bug? Be honest.
No, I haven't.
Really? Not even by accident?
Well, sometimes you don't know if you've eaten a bug.
I guess not. Yeah.
At the record store I used to go to that now closed down, I think like years ago they had those like bug lollipop things, but I never got one. And then last but not least, of course, Kitet Frog, who did Arts, who did art for this amazing RPG Maker game and Outcry, did the opening image that you edited into the promo pic at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, here, I can get that up.
It's directly inspired by that apparently recent artwork of Kafka's The Metamorphosis. Thankfully, Magnificent Mouse Misadventure will not be as depressing as Kafka.
Will we still have some Kafka-esque moments to look forward to?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, that's fine. I not every day can be Kafka's birthday, I guess.
I just think it's a beautiful image, and I'm glad that I was able to commission someone to make a homage to it.
I really like it. I feel like I want this to be my desktop wallpaper now. Which is like, it's a very specific feeling of like, man, I love how many colors are in here. I bet I could count them. I bet it's a multiple of 8 or 4.
It's monochrome. I'd have to check. I could ask KitTet for you if you want.
KitTet, how many? I know you're in the chat.
KitTet Frog.
This is the only thing on TV right now. KitTet Frog, how many colors did you use? Be honest. I won't tell. Yes, I will. It's a talk show. I accidentally, when I was manic one time, made a plush doll of Mimi, or sorry, not Mimi, BB out of a sock, and that's the entirety of that story, I guess. Anyway,
like BB of the Killer, right?
BB of the Killer, yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Like,
that's cool. You should send a picture to him.
Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe that'll be my introduction. I'll say, hey, guess what? I went crazy and made your OC with a sock. Okay. I'll show my big teeth.
Do you want to go to the next question, or?
Yeah, I mean, I usually just,
that's okay.
Banter and
that's
stuff.
That's okay. I've never done this before. I'm very new to the whole being interviewed thing.
Let's go to the next question. Do you have a favorite cheese?
Okay, so first of all, let's get a misconception out of the way to all of the people who do not know. Mice are not partial to cheese. I don't have any sources right now, but there was some kind of myth about like mice on a ship full of cheese and they ate all the cheese, but that's the only thing that was on the ship. That was cheese.
Oh, okay, hold on.
I don't know.
The truth is that like lactose. Oh no, it's dairy products specifically. Is like it's not good for mice because they can't like burp or anything, so they get quite ill.
Rats and mice don't have a gag reflex.
I'm looking at Google Images for delicious cheese right now, and you're about to eat your fucking words. And this cheese. Hold on.
And so it's the same thing with rabbits and carrots. I know the origin of that one. It's because like the Bugs Bunny, like you choose the rabbit not because you choose the carrot because it's a reference to some old movie guy and not because rabbits like carrots.
Mice can't burp apparently. Claire just did though.
And then spoiler. Actually, it might have been. I might have burped myself.
Oh man.
So as for myself, workshopping that new wordplay pronoun.
This is a good pronoun.
Myself.
Yeah. I hear people say bun self, and that's their journey with God. But I certainly think that myself is fun and whimsical in a way that perhaps has yet to be approached by pronoun portmanteaus. Or
long story short, I have this vaguely kind of diagnosed condition where sometimes eating new foods can be kind of a struggle. Like I tried to eat like frickin' spinach, but no, not spinach, broccoli, and like it was nice, but like just my brain was like, I do not like this. I don't like the feeling.
Well, spinach is a tough one. I would say spinach is
broccoli.
Oh, broccoli. Well, broccoli's pretty tough too. I don't know. There's also like years of propaganda about broccoli, right?
Oh no, I was open to the idea of broccoli. It just happened.
Mm.
But I am fond of pizza. I actually got some pizza today, so that was nice.
What flavor
So
or toppings?
it was mozzarella with like a cheese blend. Like I don't know what specific cheese blend. And I got pineapples on it, and I got garlic on it.
Oh,
So that was nice.
that sounds
And
delightful.
I got a bunch of them as leftovers, so I'll be eating cheese for the next few days.
I've gone on Google Images. I've typed in delicious cheese, and we've found some delicious cheese that I've put on the floor in front of us. This is not a trap. We're gonna run a 10-minute poll, and everyone in chat needs to help us. Well, I need the statistical fucking significance of everyone in chat.
Should we vote or like?
I think that it's important that you do vote, right? Like, I think
Okay.
they let Obama vote too, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Even though he got to be president, right? Like, I think
I like the big arrow on screen, but I think it'd be a lot more delectable if it was red and maybe had a black border and a drop shadow.
I am so working on it, buddy. You have no
Thank
idea.
you.
Graphic design, impromptu graphic design on streams. I could not imagine doing that.
Yeah, it's part of the fun for me. I like
Graphic design is my struggle.
Here we go. Perfect. Yes.
I like to make a big mess.
Would you eat this delicious cheese?
I think I have problems with OBS where it's like I get so lost in the sauce when I'm not often interested in making a scene, but when I am, I make a big scene and it gets really messy and it's not really like watchable.
Mm.
And I have to do a lot to make it actually like something that anybody but me wants to look at.
Claire, can I ask you an important question?
Yeah,
of
what?
course.
Do you even care that I was bit by a raccoon not fucking half an hour ago and I'm slowly losing my mind?
I do care, but I
Okay,
also
good.
feel like I may also be losing my mind for unrelated reasons.
Are you gonna get
They were
checked for
kind of like-
rabies?
No, come on. What do you mean? It's a they practically vaccinate them in Toronto. They're just little guys. Usually a little sweetie.
Yeah, well, you know, in Alberta, they don't have any like they don't have any pet rats. They don't got any pet rats in Alberta. That's messed up.
There's no pet rats in Alberta?
Yeah, no, they like restrict some species of like rats in Alberta.
Oh, we don't have any pet like anything here. I might actually look up.
That's fucked up. Why do they do that? Hang on.
Are allowed to.
You haven't heard about this?
Alberta.
Because
pet rat
they have
rules.
like a bunch of like.
It is
native
illegal to
species
import and sell rats in the province. What the fuck?
Except for like scientific research.
That's so fucked up. So you're allowed to like torture a rat with chemicals and shit, but you can't like love and hold it close. You can't pet its little head and tell it that everything is gonna be all right. What is
I guess not
wrong with our fucked up society?
You'd have to move to a different province. But I live in the Unidad State Americano, so I wouldn't know.
Mm.
That's my euphemism for a certain country.
Hey, listen, we're all from countries, you know.
Okay.
Sorry.
I've just looked up the rules on unique or exotic pets in Australia because I know we have a lot of really restrictive laws because the ecosystem here is very fragile. A lot of things like wild dogs and cats, and also I think rabbits, cane toads are a big one. There's a lot of invasive species historically here that have just ripped through the ecosystem and continue to do so.
There's a
Wild
bunch
horses
of
too, I think Brumbies.
There's like a crap ton of rabbits, right?
Yeah. That's one of the big ones.
I need to find my favorite Australian mouse picture.
I think
but we can keep talking. I just need to find this picture.
Yeah.
It's a top 10 mouse picture in my opinion.
Hell yeah. I'm not very familiar with the whole mouse picture scene.
I think mice actually aren't allowed here.
No, there's native rodents in Australia. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think there's like under a certain like Endangered Species Act, you're able to keep certain native species as a pet. One of those is a mouse, so I know they're around. But I think on the laws for like importing pets from other countries, dogs and cats are allowed. Uh, pet rabbits, if they're I think neutered, horses maybe, and selected species of
Why do
birds.
they
And
have
these
to
are
be
all only from
neutered?
approved countries. Because
so that they
if
don't
they're
have
not
rabies.
neutered and they run away, then they're gonna fuck up almost everything.
Toby's never run away. What do you mean run away? Like you're 10 times the size of a little rabbit, and if a little rabbit runs away, I'm sorry. This is just I'm like learning a lot of infuriating things about the world today. I'm just like, apparently you're not allowed to have a mouse in Alberta. You can't be friends with a
A
mouse.
rat.
Oh, sorry, a rat.
You I'm gonna have to look through like my 4,800 mouse images.
That's a
to
lot. Wow.
Remember, yeah, I know I have a lot of mouse images.
I had that problem with the Virginia opossum, which is a folder that I don't even use that much anymore, but I used to it would have been in high school I started aggregating a little image base of those. There was a couple Facebook groups I was in. I mainly started doing it because of a general thread on the website 4chan, and that's all I'm going to say about it because the rest is embarrassing.
Do they not? Do
Yeah,
do
yeah.
they still get racist even in like the cute animal pictures threads?
They do
Let's
actually.
Really?
There was a recurring poster that would show up every single thread to post the N-word in all caps and then nothing else.
Oh,
With the same picture attached every time.
was it a mouse?
So the long-tailed mouse is in Australia, and that's one of my favorite mouse images because that looks like
I
a really
love this
happy
one.
mouse.
It looks
Wow.
so
Mouse.
That's a fucking content mouse right there. Look at his fluffy little tail. Oh my god, I just want to fucking gobble him right down. Here, let's put you. You can go on the cheese platter.
I thought you said you weren't gonna bite me, so you'll bite other mice, but not me.
Well, I don't. I don't want to like. I care a lot about boundaries and shit. I don't know
Okay.
about.
Okay. Yes. Understood. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Are you mad?
Not sorry. No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just like,
feel like you're mad. I'm so sorry.
no, I'm
If
sorry.
you like,
I'm
we
sorry.
can. I can eat you whole if you want, but
No,
you know,
no,
it's
I'm not. No, I don't know you that well.
that's understandable. Damn. The
That's
mice is
sorry.
mice is in the trap. Truly. Hey, listen.
As it were.
Sorry, that was not a funny thing to say. It's because
Sorry.
my brain is currently being taken over by.
That's okay.
We have a Wikipedia page for the long.
We all have our flaws.
I have more than most. Hold on. Let me get this silly little mouse on our cheese board. What a delicious
Many people
morsel.
have flaws,
No, I
but
don't think
only
so.
a few people main robot in Yomi Hustle.
Only
Oh.
a few people.
I've been really getting into that fighting game, Yomi Hustle.
What's wrong with
I
robot
really
mains?
like that one.
Oh no, I'm a robot main.
Oh, I see.
He's a grappler. And it's fun.
I think
And I feel like I need to write on that game because you don't need to like have a bunch of complicated inputs. You just click a button, and it's like a turn-based fighting game. And I've been really into it, and I got one of my friends into it too. So
I didn't know there were
It's fun.
turn-based
that.
fighting games.
yeah,
I
it's
think
called
it's the only
Your
one.
Only Move
Oh,
is
wow.
Hustle.
Hell yeah.
But my friend who's in the chat, Saf System, she plays Guilty Gear, so she kicked my ass.
Mm.
I've got a it's weird because I've been in like a Discord or something with mostly I joined it for programming like stream. It was just like happening in that. And I've been dwelling in that for a while. And that was like I like to poke around and see what some people's users profiles because sometimes it's something sweet. Sometimes it's just something that makes me laugh. I just like looking at the people. And one of those people in that Discord was a user by the name of Ivy Sly. I checked this user's profile, and they had a little link to a Discord bot called Bot, and that bot is awesome, and it's the worst. And his profile picture is Peter Griffin with a little mutilated face, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made adding it to my Discord. And so it was very flabbergasting to me when I was hanging out in the voice chat in a fighting game Discord, and somebody opened up a screen share for the game Yomi Hustle before it got its full release, and they were like, "Yeah, this game." They went to like the main menu, and I see the developer's name, and I'm like, "Oh, I know that person. They made that Discord bot that I like."
Hell yeah.
That was a very surreal experience for me.
Ah.
I have not yet personally played it, but I'd very much like to.
You two should play
Yeah.
together, making connections
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I will command grab you
We have
whenever you
Thank
want.
you.
okay. We have 20 votes for yes on would you eat this delicious cheese platter? I'm about to twist the fucking script on you, though. Watch this. I'm about to make this imminently political.
Somebody voted on that poll, I think 16 times.
Wow. It's funny because it turned out to be
That's
69%.
my programmer, B Pseudopod.
Hell
That's
yes.
a programmer for the game.
I see.
Thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hold on. We're getting political. Would you eat this delicious mouse? Be honest.
When Bart Simpson brought a frog to Australia, I didn't realize that was a reference to real problems. Oh yeah, dude, cane toads are
I would
really
not eat
terrible.
that mouse.
They I think they brought cane toads over to Australia because there were problems with sugarcane crop, and like there were pests all over it, and they needed to control them. So they brought over the cane toad, which was supposed to, I think, like be their like kind of pesticide, I guess, natural pesticide, but they turned out to be really bad for the crop, and also really bad for the ecosystem, and also just generally really bad. And they spread like wildfire, and it just became a gigantic problem. I believe that's the law. But yeah, they're real terrible.
Wow. Shit. I'll remember not to bring frogs in my carry-on next time I visit Australia. What's the deal with airplane frogs? You know what I mean? Have you ever been on an airplane with an animal, Marika?
No, I have never been on an airplane.
You've never been on an airplane?
No, I haven't been on an airplane.
Oh, they're so cool. It's
Ooh.
like, I guess it's complicated for you because
I'm a little scared.
Not a lot. I'll be honest, not a lot of airplanes go. Meow. It's just like that's usually not the goal.
shut up. You're so mean to me. You never let me be happy about airplanes.
You literally, there was a whole thing about airplanes having to not do that.
Airplanes
Like
generally
a couple decades
shouldn't.
ago, you might remember it. It was like a whole thing for you guys' country.
Shut up! You're so stupid. I hate you.
Well,
Ah!
maybe one day I'll get on a train. I want to go to Europe sometime, but like there's a whole problem with accessibility. Oh wait, shit.
Yeah.
I'm remembering like another like depressing thing. There have been like a string of reported cases where like wheelchairs will get like severely
yeah.
damaged when getting put on planes.
I was gonna bring
So
that
I
up.
guess that's a motivating factor in why I don't want to get on a plane, because my family spent a lot of money on my wheelchair, and my insurance spent a lot of money on my wheelchair, and I don't want it to get broken. It got broken once, or my older wheelchair got broken once a few years ago, and it was a fancy power assist one. So I had to like wait a few months to get a replacement wheel that came like all the way from Germany, probably, because like it's not just like a regular wheel. It's like a wheel with a battery in it that's like a power thing.
Mm.
Like when you push it, it'll like power up.
Like trying to like what they got on those hybrid cars nowadays.
No, I don't know.
Oh, me neither.
I don't know anything about cars.
To be honest with you, me neither. I just know that hybrid cars, the back wheels, are when they're free spinning, they also charge the battery, so that the car can go for longer. And I remember that because that's an idea I had when I was 8 years old. Um, and my mom was like, "That's a good idea. You should send an email to the car." I was like, "Excuse me, car. Hello." Anyway,
Hello, sir.
hello, Mr. Car. Do you like cars? No, you literally just said you don't. Sorry, I'm bad at this. Season 3 just started. I don't know what I'm doing. I forgot all of my skills. Is there a special mouse in your life? Let's talk about this.
Okay. Oh, this is a long one. This is a complicated one. So do you mean like I'm dating a mouse?
No,
or,
I
like,
just, I mean, me
something?
and Claire aren't dating, but Claire's very
That's
special to
okay.
me
That's okay.
and is a mouse.
I'm just saying like a special usually has that connotation, the word special. So yeah, I'm not dating anyone at the moment. There are quite a few mice in my life, but also I don't have any pets, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Rodent or otherwise. I feel like there are more cats in my life, and it's a little bit concerning to have many cats in your life when you're a rodent. Um, you don't want to attract attention from cats. You know, they're big, they're scary. You know,
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
they can't be command grabbed.
Cat.
Who are all the cats I know?
If you're a cat
Heather,
in chat, raise your hand.
Heather, but Heather may have changed her persona to a ferret. I don't know. Heather, Heavy, Gatto, Butch, Ikai Mika, who did the artwork for the stream. Ikai Mika's cat. Probably no more cats, but you know, I deal with it.
It can be
I deal with it.
concerning to be around cats, certainly. I'm a bird, I'm the opposite of a mouse. That's, I don't know, opposite? What's the opposite of a mouse in your opinion?
If nature really has any opposites.
I was thinking about this. Salt and pepper aren't opposites neither. They're just two spices.
Okay, so for some actual people who are like mice or have mice alignment, like they're chaotic mice or something, like some kind of Shin Megami Tensei stuff. So Sarah Mouse Girl Heart and Mouseguard on Tumblr.com, I would say revived my like mice interest. Like I'm always drawing mice, like I like mice, but you know, they just kind of accelerated my mind into the mindset of Magnificent Mouse Misadventure. We all kind of have different takes on like what being a mice really means.
Mm,
And Mouseguard wrote this huge fan fiction about Fire Emblem characters, and they get turned into mice for some reason.
that's fun.
And then so like that's good, right?
What is...
But like it gets even better.
Hmm.
So like they're mice, but you know what would make it even better?
What?
It's they're lesbians. It's a lesbian
Yo!
ship. Oh my freaking god!
Whoa!
It's called an Adrestrian tale. I'll find it.
Hell yeah. What does being a mouse mean to you?
Mouseguard writes some other fan fictions, but I haven't really written all. I have not read those because I am not that good at being consistent with reading. Right now I am reading Umineko When They Cry and Thomas Pynchon Against the Day, which are both really frickin' long. But Umineko is getting really interesting. I highly recommend it if you have the patience.
Hell yeah.
I cannot cackle like Beatrice.
What is being... You said being a mouse means a lot of different things to different people. What does being a mouse mean to you?
Before that, I have like one more thing about. So for the fictional mice in my life, Gemma is important to me, but also she is like a package deal with her cat girlfriend or Ophelia. Like about a year and change ago, I wrote a story about how they met and how they fell in love, and they're very dear to me. I've gotten a lot of commissions of them. I enjoy the forbidden love of cat and mouse a lot. Like it's like, I don't know, like in some kind of fairy tale way, mommy cat always told me that mice are food, but oh, this mouse is too cute to eat. So But in the world building of Gemma and Ophelia, that's not really an issue because they're like sentient, you know.
Mhm.
I hate Zootopia.
You,
Um,
why is that?
I don't know. I just do. I don't like propaganda movies.
That's understandable. I saw earlier today a drawing of Nick Wilde like crawling into the bumhole of a larger fox and searching for like contraband because he's a police officer now, so he has to do stuff like that.
I think he should climb into a wood chipper like one of my favorite shoestring budget movies, The Wood Chipper Massacre.
What happened?
Wood chipper massacre. Some people get massacred and then they get wood chippered by like some 10-year-olds.
By 10-year-olds?
That's a great movie. Yeah, okay, so there's like a 10-year-old boy, there's like an older girl, and then there's like, I don't know, like a 20-year-old cousin, and like they accidentally kill grandma and then they put her in the wood chipper, you know, classic horror movie stuff.
Yeah.
The Wood Chipper Massacre.
That's not really classic. I feel like killing grandma is maybe more of a
Well, it was an accident. They just wanted to get rid of the body for fun.
Yeah. I feel like that's more typical of like Christmas songs and medical assistance in dying. Ugh, that was a sad one. Let's not talk about that.
Unfortunately, the cat-mouse love thing isn't really going to be a major factor in Magnificent Mouse Misadventures, because former humans are far in between in Meep's world, because the means to transform into an animal in this world are very esoteric, and you got to go through secret channels.
Well,
so that's why I'm keeping it under wraps how she really turns into a mouse.
It's something she decides to do. So is she something of a detective following in the footsteps of?
Oh my gosh! Speaking of detectives, on GloriousTrainwrecks.com,
you don't want to tell me.
Recommend Glorious. What?
You don't want to tell me. You're trying to keep this all a secret.
She's not a detective. Meep is not a detective, but on GloriousTrainwrecks.com, highly recommend all of those amazing alternative, bizarro trash games on Glorious Trainwrecks. I had a Mouse in the Maze game jam, and a bunch of my friends, like Photocopiadora and Blake Andrews, and some other people made these amazing mouse games. Mouse Sector by Photocopiadora is one of my top 10 mice games. I don't have like the top 10 mice games off the top of my head.
Mouse.
But Mouse Sector. I really love it. And I'm kind of the reason why she made that game, because I was like, so there's this like really early computer game called Mouse in the Maze. And it was like, oh, it's 60 years old. Let's do a game jam. And then people made games. And I was going to make a game called PIP Squeak, like Pip Squeak, but with like a dash between the I and the something.
I'm looking for gameplay footage of Mouse in a Maze, or Mouse Sector rather.
There might not be much, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a bizarro spam audience of people who will play whatever new itch.io games, but they don't get all of them.
Wow, good for them. I like that.
No, it's kind of annoying.
Really?
When like on one of my Domino Club games, I won't say which one. Shout out to Domino Club. You would probably like Domino Club stuff. It's like edgy, and there's World Pole, and there's it's great, and so like these rando people played my game, and like they had the most uncomfortable reactions to it, and I just that's not the game I'm thinking of.
No, this is a different game. Sorry.
That's the Windows 98 screensaver.
No, that's nothing actually. It doesn't even exist, so don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh, and there's one mouse game I forgot to mention. I don't know if Daria is a mouse, but I'm excited to play Small Saga when it's out. I think you play as a rat in that game. It's like Golden Sun or something, but regardless, the art for Small Saga is really gorgeous, so I'm excited to see that finish.
Hell yeah.
If you've heard of that one,
I haven't, no.
Small Saga.
Can you send me a link? Small Saga by who?
Just type in Small Saga.
Oh, it's on
You'll
Kickstarter.
probably get it.
Oh, wow. What? Dude.
Yeah, it's like a rat. It's a rat with like a
Look at this
a
incredible
rat with a big blade.
Look at this low resolution mouse. Well, to be fair, all mice are low resolution in the grand scheme of things.
No, it's a rat.
That's
it's
a
a
rat.
rat.
That's a rat.
Yeah, it's a rat.
That's a rat.
And so I've talked to Daria a few times. She's pretty nice.
Shout out Daria. Please continue to be nice.
Okay, so what does it mean to be a mouse? Before I was a mouse, my persona was like a wolf, and like even before that, it was like a reptile human, but like whatever. Sorry, I'm getting a lozenge.
That's okay.
That's alright.
Okay, so
I'm
what does it
putting
mean
us
to
on
be
a
a
little
mouse?
skateboard so that it makes sense that we're moving. I'm doing like real-time set design.
I always used to
Did
get
that
really
happen?
upset
Did
at
that
the,
happen in Stuart Little?
What, like a skateboard?
Maybe.
I think Stuart Little
I,
probably has a skateboarding. Yeah, he has the cool picture of Stuart Little is like he is on a skateboard. So I bet
But it's like a mouse-sized keyboard.
keyboard?
No, I mean a mouse-sized skateboard.
Ah.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
they make those. They're called tech decks.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't believe it? You're
No. I'm aware of tech decks, but
you
I'm
refuse
not-
to
I'm
fall
not-
for big skateboard, or rather,
I'm not
little
I'm not
skateboard.
that-
Thank you.
I'm not that big on. I'm not that big on Stuart Little.
Really?
mm,
What's wrong with Stuart Little?
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
a big fan of
I'm
Stuart
just,
Little.
I'm just
either.
not too big on him.
Well,
I think it's very interesting that they're in that movie. The parents of this lonely young boy were like, we want to go to the adoption center. We want to get a new child, like a friend for our little boy. And they go in to this like orphanage, right, where there's all these other kids, and they pick the mouse.
they pick a shit ass
Fucking
little
mouse.
mouse.
I haven't read the book, but I think in like the book, he's like a normal human, but he's very tiny. So, I don't know. I don't feel like
Oh.
going deep on Stuart Little lore.
Yeah, we don't have to. We don't have to
Try.
talk more about Stuart Little if you don't want to. I understand there's some
I,
bad blood there.
What
And
was
by
I
the way,
thinking? It was
fuck Stuart. Motherfucker
Yes.
thinks he's better than all of us because he got to be in a movie. Whatever.
I was gonna say fuck that guy. I didn't want to like be
I
the
was in
first
BoJack
person to
Horseman.
say it, but
I don't know.
knew-
Dracula's been in a bunch of movies.
Oh, are we talking about Dracula now? We exhausted
Not
every
yet,
question
not
about.
yet.
We gotta
no,
save.
no,
we gotta hold it back. We gotta.
Yeah, we gotta
I was gonna
hold
mention.
back Dracula with that holy water,
I
I was
actually.
thinking something
with
about
that garlic bread.
the screensaver thingy is the maze screensaver.
Mhm.
I never personally used a computer that had that one. I had Windows Vista on the family computer,
Mm.
which I ended up demolishing, downloading a virus called Mighty Maggot Game Software, which is neither here nor there. But I remember seeing on my sister's laptop
Oh yeah,
that she got when she was in school.
I
the maze
remember Windows
screensaver.
Vista.
I would get really, really mad watching the maze screensaver because I was like, I could do this so much better.
I could be way better at this maze.
Guy's,
That's your
he's
mouse
lackluster.
DNA. That's your fucking.
I just think like I don't know.
Drives you crazy when someone's bad at a maze because you think you could do better.
I want to turn. That's all.
I want to turn. Claire, don't you know this isn't even a real maze? It's made in the computer, silly.
What?
Yeah, it's
No way.
it's made of polygons, and
I don't know
They
about
put
it in
polygons. I don't
I
think.
dropped out of I dropped out of my 3D rendering class because it was taught by like this older guy who kind of used outdated stuff.
Hmm.
And that's how I became a graphic design major, was dropping out of my old college.
Hell yeah.
I actually, where we were studying, I think, a lot of 3D, like multimedia stuff, I think mostly. The class was called multimedia. I was doing that for 2 years. The last 2 years of high school. The teacher kind of just gave us all the resources and said, do whatever, without actually teaching us.
Mm.
I'm not very good when I don't have a lot of direction, and I kind of just ended up having the worst time of my entire life. And the teacher would like berate me every lesson.
That's
Oh,
fun.
that sucks.
I love it
I
when
think I
educators yell
tried.
at you.
I think I tried to sign up for a class like that, but like it always got full, and then I didn't really care.
Hmm.
But I did have fun in a painting class. I think that there's like 2 more questions.
We have 2
Before we
more
can get to-
questions, but
There's like 3. Oh wait. Did I not
I also-
say what mice
yeah.
are really about?
what does mice mean to you? What's Christmas?
I feel that mice are kind of like a bizarre mirror of humanity in their vaguely closely relatedness. They have like little hands. They have hands.
They have little hands. Is that the whole thing about mice? Is the little hands?
No. Just they're very social. They're social. They just feel like a bizarre reflection of humanity and their desire to like expand and like, I don't know, just live.
How many
I
mice?
I feel like I could elucidate this better if I wasn't on the spot, but like,
I'm sorry. Is the motion sickness getting to you? Do we need to get off the
no,
skateboard?
it's not motion sickness. It's just
Here's
the metaphysics of mice
are
not are being occluded in my mind right now.
Can I ask you about this photo you sent? Photo of how many hand-drawn frames I've done.
Oh yes, okay.
What's your
so
favorite thing about
unlike-
Block? Sorry, no, that was a joke. Tell me about this.
Oh gosh, I don't want to talk about right now. I'm not in the mood to talk about Block right now.
All right, cool. We won't talk about Block right
so-
now then.
That's a lot of drawings, a lot of cardstock. I primarily draw all my art on this kind of tiny cardstock, and it's great. There's a bit of limitation, but I kind of like it more than sketchbooks. And I have been like using cardstock exclusively for like years. And so unlike the Catamites of the Killers, most of the art for this game is hand drawn with Sharpie chisel tip pens.
Hell yes.
And as you can see, I've amassed quite a pile. So like almost everything is hand animated, even if it's not a lot of frames. It's still, I have to draw it by hand, and I even got a light table.
Oh shit.
So that I could like trace the frames better, trace the next frame.
That's so cool.
Because I'm kind of imitating the technique of the Killer games, where it's like squiggle vision, like if you remember frickin' Dr. Katz or Home Movies.
I do remember.
It's a little bit like that.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't remember Dr. Katz and or Home Movies?
But in some places, like you might be able to see it in the Mouse music video. I do cut some corners and reuse animations because one of my professors always told me to work smarter, not harder, and reusing assets, like even the AAA studios do that. Like,
oh yeah,
Dark Souls is all reused crap
more like fart souls. Am I right?
from Demon Souls.
Anyway, sorry for saying fart souls just then. Nejbizu says, Mouse has silly little social structures and a search for meaning. It's so cute. Hell yeah. I love a search for meaning. Hey, speaking of animation, I think we gotta show that music video now.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna cue that up. But when we come back, we'll be talking a little bit about Binky, and then we'll also finally
Dracula.
broach the subject of Vlad Dracula. Or sorry, not Vlad Dracula, just Draculas in general. I also
Yeah,
have to
Dracula.
find where I put
I
it.
love Dracula.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Oh, we didn't take turns.
Please hold. Motif of Mousehood is broken. I'm coming up with a solution on the spot. So you know, just chill out and be nice to me. I'm Rachel, and season 3, baby. Yahoo! Whoopsie daisy. Here's a browser source. Sure, that'll work, right? I probably should have done browser source to begin with, to be honest with you. Okay, here's an ad for Squarespace. That's not. We don't abide by that. Wix. I apologize. I don't apologize. Fuck them. Here's Motif of Mousehood. Season baby. Fuck. Okay. Refresh. Don't show me another ad for Squarespace or I will kill someone. Here's Motif of Mousehood.
I'm a regular girl. I'm 5'6", that's 5.6 inches tall. I can say my affection in a film full of water. The pictures are just close enough that I can recognize. Let's buy a postcard thing. Art galleries. All of a sudden, the whole world's fun has me evacuation, going to the front door, knocking at who's home, good button like anybody knows. And what's very confidence that I would see things in black and white. It's quiet, it smells nice. I'll be up all night. If I was weak, if I was small, could I be anything at all? If I could be anything at all, I would be strong, and I would be small. If I could squeak, if I was small, could I be anything at all? If I could be anything at all, I would be strong, I would be small.
how to kill all mosquitoes in the area in 90 seconds. This simple but brilliant trick you can do tonight to
I've come
eliminate
back
all
from my
mosquitoes
smoke
around
break
you is
and they're
taking
like,
Canada by storm.
here's how to
An
kill 1
ingenious
million
college student
mosquitoes.
from
Get
Mar-
out of here, you gross thing. We'll be right back.
And now, back to the show.
Whoa, hey, welcome back. Dude. Okay,
Welcome back.
we were talking about, during the break, we were talking about Smoko, and you called it metal, and I don't think it's metal. I just think it's someone who's not very good at singing.
I just saw the person saying didn't expect Bogan metal.
Is this Bogan metal? Raven, Strago, tell me your opinions. I would call this grunge, maybe.
I'm more elucidated on electronic genres, so I wouldn't know that much.
I don't know anything. Hi, welcome back.
That's okay.
Tell us about.
Do you know how to defeat Dracula?
Do you want to go straight for Dracula?
No, we got to answer the Binky questions first.
I was gonna ask you to talk a little bit about that music video we all just watched together, and then we can talk about Dracula.
As I said, I think it's easy to tell with the bongos and the banjo that there were some reused assets, but basically that was a whole month of me animating, and it was only near the end where B Pseudopod implemented a thing that would make the timing much easier, but it was a month well spent. And then, unfortunately, I lost quite a lot of impetus, a lot of energy, because I had COVID-19 in May, and it was quite a miserable May just laying in bed.
A miserable mouse May, even.
I don't seem to have too many long-term symptoms, so I'm thankful for that.
That's good. I like it a lot. I think that it was really cool. Can we get a link to it? Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want me to link or somebody else?
I'll link it right now. I already got the link. I'm still looking for it, but I got it somewhere. Here it is. Motif of Mousehood.
So yeah, that took a lot of work. And that is only a small part of this interactive computer adventure.
There's this it's been a Claire push talk. It's probably, I mean, it's very it's to be expected that, you know, the award-winning developer of Benki is pushing the limits on what we consider acceptable for you know, video games. But it's awesome that like video games can have music in them now. I think that's great.
Video game music videos.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like that one 50 Cent video game.
Does 50 Cent have a video game?
Yeah, it was for PS2.
Are you supposed to pronounce it 50 or does he prefer 50?
I don't know. I just have a lot of general knowledge of video games, but like I don't play like all of them. Like I don't know, I can slip out Wizardry Tale of the Forsaken Land, and like that's a game.
I'm curious. I want to know what 50 Cent is his video game is about personally.
50 Cent Blood on the Sand. I don't really know much about it.
It's about a beach party gone wrong, apparently.
I think it might just be a GTA clone. Like I said, I just know that it's a musician with a video game, and
so you're probably, after 50 Cent, you're probably the second person to ever do that, right? To like put a music video in a video game. Sometimes they use a video game to make music video, but frick, man.
Yeah. Half-Life 2 in the end. Great stuff.
I was thinking of, well, I don't want to say what I was thinking of now. It's embarrassing. But you know, machinima is a thing. All right, fine. Let's talk about Dracula. How would you escape Dracula's crazy castle?
We gotta. There were some other bubble questions, right?
Do you want to talk about Binky?
Yeah. Like we gotta save Dracula for last.
We definitely have to save Dracula for last.
The big shebang.
We also, if you want to send chat questions, we're gonna be doing chat questions next.
The Binky Soar to New Heights question.
Okay. Wow. are you? You're directing me now. I'm not in charge. This is no longer.
Sorry,
This is Marika
just
night. Marika night. I keep saying Marika
That's
because
fine.
I'm stupid.
It's fine. I did not know how to say my name until a few weeks ago.
As you know, Binky
That's it.
soared to new heights for indie games on itch, practically a household name at this point. Do you have similar expectations for Marvelous Mouse Magnificent Mouse Misadventure? Fuck, I'm not a real podcaster. It's a pretty low bar.
I'm not really sure how the popularity is going to go because I feel, with the algorithm and all that bullshit, it's just like a roll of the dice. Like some art image in development screenshots I've posted have got like 100 notes or so, but like it's just kind of a random chance. And a lot of people visited the premiere on tinybird.zone. That's a related entity to Domino Club. Tinybird.zone. We watch movies every Wednesday, 3 p.m. or something p.m. European time. I don't know the exact time, but it's Europe time. And we had a premiere of the music video, and there were a lot of people there.
Skullmaker Diamonds.
So that was great, but that was just my friends. So like I'm not sure how the greater game community will like it, and it's definitely not Steam bait.
Would you consider Binky to be Steam bait? Let's talk about
no.
this.
Binky is Kusoge bait.
Okay. I was
and actually I am considering putting it out as a commercial product, but then I realize that if I do make it open source, then there's that kind of a mess.
Yeah.
But then I remember that how the squeak do you say it? Aspirate? Anyway, Aspirate, you can just download it and compile it on your own, or you can just buy it and it's pre-compiled for you. I guess. So it's like this weird, convoluted legal piracy of Aspirate, whatever.
Would you? How do you feel about video game piracy being one of the greatest video game developers of all time?
I made a video game with Photocopiadora about how I hate Nintendo's major anti-piracy stance. So in like 1990 something, in Lelystad, the Netherlands, they got a bunch of bootleg Game Boy games from a shipment in Hong Kong, and a guy in a Mario costume dumped all of them, and he ran them over with a steamroller, and me and Photocopiadora made a game about that. So I am full on video piracy, but
would you
please give me money for my game, as opposed to Baldur's Gate, whatever.
Oh shit!
That's the game.
Video Pulp Super Cardi's Dread by
Photocopiadora and myself.
I'm opening it right now. I'm downloading it right now. There's supplemental material. That's helpful.
Yes, there's supplemental, probably just images, I think, from like the report.
If this is super loud, I'm not going to be able to play it. But if it's not super loud,
you could just share a screenshot, or like you could share the image of the article, or the article. It's like Die Karten die Zaak. Yes, my name is Marika. No, I am not Dutch. Yes, I am learning a little bit of Dutch, a little bit at a time.
Sorry, I'm been blasted by this video pulp noise music type of business. This drone.
It's a mashup of James Ferraro and some Wario Land song.
Oh, nice. We love Wario Land. What's your favorite Wario Land minigame? Be honest.
Do you mean WarioWare?
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to say it. Oh.
It's a secret?
No, it's just embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing? Well, how could it
Yeah.
possibly be embarrassing?
It's the one where the little guy runs around and he tries not to get stepped on.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I am not answering any more about it.
Not
I
taking
like
further
that.
questions
I
at this time.
on the WarioWare game, I think on DS where you can make your own game.
Oh, I
had
love that. That was
yeah,
great.
I had a friend who made one where I think he made an ogre and you had to pick its snot or something. And
Gross.
I liked that game a lot. That was the only WarioWare game because he showed it to me and I played it and he was like, "Do you like it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's awesome." And then he took his DS back and started playing WarioWare, and I was like, "Okay."
What
That was fun.
What was the challenge? Did you just have to put a finger in the nose
You had to pick out the snot out of his nose.
with the DS stylus?
Yeah.
I did a lot of
think.
nose picking with the DS stylus. It's a great shape for it.
That's true. It is
I used to
don't know, it's
bite
been a
on
while since
mine,
I had.
and then in retrospect, they look kind of grody.
Yeah, but
Mm.
hey, I
DS is a very biting handheld, I've noticed.
Yeah.
you can. There
Yeah,
are
it
a
is.
lot of places to bite on a Nintendo DS.
I think there's a couple
The
screen
DS
tears
Light
because
Pen
of
was
that.
good. The original one wasn't that biteable.
Yeah. I think what's my favorite old computer vernacular I remember happening upon it on a website about that kind of thing is the phrase mouse droppings to refer to dead pixels on the screen.
Wow.
I don't know if that's still it might be deprecated by now, but it's my favorite term. And I had a lot of those on my DS screen because I bit it a lot.
You bit the screen?
Oh, jeez.
Not the screen, but the DS, and then
Oh.
eventually the screen went.
Wow, yeah. I never bit my Nintendo DS, but I did leave it in the bathroom at a movie theater for 15 minutes, and when I went back, it was just gone, baby.
I lost a Tamagotchi once. I was
No!
sad.
That's like a friend,
is
too. That is the literal,
Yeah.
this is Japanese for friend.
Yeah.
Well, little friend.
I had, I think, what was it? A hand-me-down DS and a hand-me-down DSi from my sister's boyfriend at the time. I'm not sure why he decided to give me, because at this point I would have been like 14. He gave me his hand-me-down DSi and DS and like a bunch of DS games, one of which I think there was Fossil Fighters. There was a couple Spectrobes games, which are not games that a lot of people are a fan of, but the few people I know who've played them are super duper into them.
I
But the main
downloaded the ROMs of all of those, but haven't played any of them.
that's fair.
And by
I think the
downloaded, we
main
do mean dumped
Like the-
legally off of a video game cartridge.
Dumped legally by the Toilet Gamer.
That's true.
dude, I
He's
love the
famous.
Toilet
You have
Gamer.
to kind of mail it to him, and then he'll handle it for you.
Yeah,
and email you
he
the file and
charges
delete
you
his copy.
$100 and then sends those $100 to Nintendo. It's very ethical.
Why
I
is
think
there
it
a
was
movie ad behind us?
It was supposed to be LSD Dream Emulator, and I fucked up.
Kind of the crux of the sort of DS hand-me-down story was like the DS that I got that wasn't the DSi, because I still use the DSi because my actual DS crashes a lot now. But the DS that he like gave me ended up breaking, but not like breaking. Like it still functioned fine. You could still play games on it, but this top half of the screen almost came off like completely, and it was hanging on by a single wire that was connecting the two.
I'm
and
really sad that my first blue DS that I played Nintendogs in like religiously on for like 5 years.
The Cobalt Blue
I
one?
took care of them. Yeah, Cobalt Blue. I took care of those Nintendogs like they were real dogs. And eventually, I had to quit Nintendogs for good. And then later, like when I would get into Shin Megami Tensei, Strange Journey, and some other stuff, I put a bunch of great stickers on my Cobalt Blue DS. But then, some years back ago, the hinge on the Cobalt Blue DS broke, and I was sad. Yeah,
It's always
yeah,
the
it
hinge.
sucks.
You would think they. I mean, they did stop making consoles with hinges, but now that's even worse because it's like click click.
There's like retro handhelds or whatever, like cheap stuff with hinges now. There's still hinges. They got phones with hinges, right? Or like folding phones.
I think this is probably gonna be the end of the actual world. I don't know what the last voyage of the Dementor is. Get this fuck out of here. He became a legend. I don't know what to do. He was a monster. I'm gonna kill you. Sorry, what's up?
Can we ask the final Binky question?
Yes, absolutely. We can ask the final Binky question. Binky is a series of micro games. What has inspired you to take on a longer project?
Okay, well, one, Bubble 2 has been planned to be quite long, but Bubble 2 right now is in cryostasis. I don't know what's going on with Bubble 2, but it will come one day. Bubble 2 will come one day out of the sky, like at the end of the Tokusatsu series Giant Robo. Bubble 2 will come out of the sky and save us.
I don't know what Bubble 2 is, so I'm...
Bubble 2 is the sequel to Binky 9, Bubble 1.
Oh, okay, I see.
And Bubble 1 is like... I've seen people take like 25 minutes, 30 minutes to complete it, or like an hour. So like not all Binky games are short, but some of them are short. And it's definitely a challenge getting a long form game, because releasing small games is like you get a bunch of little dopamine hits from people commenting on your game, and like I said, it's a roll of the die when it comes to like a big game getting popular. So I just have to temper my expectations on working on a long form game, and I hope that the estimated runtime of Magnificent Mouse Adventures is probably an hour and some change, maybe a little bit more.
Well, we'll definitely be playing it here when it comes out.
Yeah,
That's for damn sure.
And it helps a lot that I have my friend, my big ant friend B Pseudopod, to help me with programming. I could not have the game in its current form as it is without their help. So just another shout out to B Pseudopod.
Thank you, B Pseudopod,
for being such a programmer.
Such a programmer. You're such a programmer.
And like my closing statement on Magnificent Mouse Misadventures is misadventure singular. It's one misadventure. There might be a hypothetical sequel in some distant future. Magnificent Mouse Misadventure 2. I don't know what. I gotta finish the first game first, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
So, but the moral, the takeaway of this project is that it's okay to be weak, it's okay to be small, you know, as a disabled woman who has to use her wheelchair every day. I know the feeling of, you know, just kind of being weak and small, and sometimes it's a struggle, but people like Meep are going to help us.
Meep is going to help us.
And then in a more superficial sense is that Chi by Robo is amazing, and that you should play Moon Remix RPG Adventure. You should like play all the freaking Lovely Lick games, and that Nintendo failed Chibi Robo, and also they should have localized Captain Rainbow. I am pissed off at Nintendo for like screwing over Chibi Robo.
I don't know what's they're playing in the background now. Hard-boiled chicken. That I've
Chibi Robo. You gotta play it.
Chibi Robo.
You play as a little robot and you help people.
I've been getting these automatically generated ads for YouTube where the thumbnail is just whatever I typed in. Check Amazon, and it's like I'm not gonna find Chibi Robo.
I'm not gonna get into the retro gaming market. That's a rant for another day. That's a rant for another podcast.
We'll talk about Chibi Robo one day. We'll have you back on, and we'll say, hey, Mouse Misadventure is back, and also, what the fuck is up with Chibi Robo? Did you ever play Nobody Can Stop Mr. Domino?
No, but one of my friends streamed it for Domino Club.
Hell yeah!
For a Domino Club thing. I'm cognizant of Nobody Can Stop Mr. Domino, and his wife, Miss Domino. And it's a game that maybe I'll play someday.
I mean, you
But
know.
I have, like I said, I need to squeaking finish Umineko when they cry, and that's gonna be like 50 more hours.
There's so many video games. It's kind of makes life impossible.
Well, it's okay.
It can be okay one day. How would you escape Dracula's castle? Be honest. Don't say I would seduce Dracula.
Can we answer the viewer Dracula questions first? We got 2 Dracula questions.
We usually save chat questions till the very end.
Okay. So sorry for trying to strong arm.
That's okay.
Trying to strong arm the stream. So how would I escape Dracula's castle?
You can't say I would seduce Dracula because how?
I wasn't gonna do that.
That's what Claire said every time I asked. Claire said
That's
I would
not
seduce Dracula.
So are we being realistic? Am I like a normal sized person, or am I like a small mouse? Either way, I'm in my wheelchair, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how wheelchair accessible Dracula's castle is. I mean, if
surprisingly
it's like
very accessible.
If it's in the squeaking 1600s, you know, there might not be elevators.
No, he goes all out. Like,
well, that's good, you know. I suppose, you know, to make it more welcoming for his victims.
Yeah, also, if we're doing a fun hypothetical about how you would escape Dracula's castle, why would we weigh it down with, like, the realities of accessibility? Dracula's got ramps everywhere and elevators and shit.
That's good. That's good.
Some of the ramps are, like, goofy, crazy, scary ramps, though, that, like, go into
Actually,
a secret
I've made a
passage.
few Dracula games, and I wanted to make a trilogy of Dracula games, and the first 2 would have been the remakes of my first Dracula games. First 2 Dracula games. Dracula, the New Order, which I realized in retrospect may have negative connotations. I mean, the phrase New Order has negative connotations. So the remake was going to be called Dracula, the Next Order, and then
Dracula's Big Order. He goes to...
And then there's like Dracula's Eviction Notice or something like that. I forget the name of the second game. And so, but Click Team Fusion like changed, and like I got pissed off, and I didn't want to work on the game anymore. But I might just release Dracula's Big Order remake as a standalone, because like it's mostly finished. It's like 90% finished.
I feel like most people would play a Dracula video game if one came out. They got Wolfenstein, which, as we all know, is all about werewolves and Frankensteins. Oh my god, I am so sorry. That I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. That was disgusting.
What? I didn't hear it, so
oh,
it's okay.
Awesome.
Act
Well,
like it didn't happen.
Chat heard a big burp just then, and that's all I'll say about it. Oh,
Thanks,
cast
gamers.
iron skillet restoration. Let's put that on in the background.
Okay, so Dracula's Castle.
Don't say Saturday Night Season 3 about that. I'm not. It's not Season 3. It's not Season 3 to burp.
It's Dracula's accessible castle. So if I was a little mouse, I would hope that there would be a bunch of mouse holes and there would be an easy way out. But if we're kind of going with like the original Bram Stoker Dracula, there's gonna be wolves outside, and you know, even if I was a human, like wolves, you know, can sometimes be bad news. Like usually they'll keep their distance, right? But like, and it would be cold outside, you know, it might be rainy, like, you know, the castle's pretty isolated, so you know, this might be a bit of a challenge. So I'm wondering, maybe I should just ally myself with Dracula. And then like whenever he goes to London, I'll just ghost Dracula. I'm sure he can't find me.
It's not. See, this is what everyone's saying about Dracula. Oh, I'd ally with Dracula. I would be Dracula's friend. I would seduce Dracula. This is not escaping Dracula's castle. This is just catfishing Dracula until you have an opportunity to escape.
So I can't befriend Dracula. That's a rule of the game.
You have to escape. You have to leave.
Okay.
The game is called you. This was your suggestion.
Yes, this was my suggestion, but the chessboard has turned.
Yeah, I'm the Dracula DM now. I got my little fangy.
What I would do.
Rawr. I got sharp teeth.
Does he have any horses in his stable?
Oh yeah, he's got horses. How would I
Problem
escape
is
Dracula? It's not.
I don't
Are they
I
vampire
don't know how to
horses?
drive it like a troika or anything like that. So
Claire
I
has.
think I would have to convince someone else to drive for me.
He does have. He probably has servants, but they're also probably very, very loyal. Do you want
Or
to do a
they're,
roll?
like,
I'll be
hypnotized
Dracula's
into-
servant, and you convince me to drive you somewhere.
Okay.
Hello, it's me, Dracula's servant. I bring
can
him
you-
coffee and tea in the afternoon.
I'm feeling kind of under the weather, you know, like
Oh,
my
dear.
4 humors are kind of like out of balance, you know.
Well, we are all under the weather. It's in the sky, after all.
No. There's so much
That was an
there's
awesome
so
joke.
much
I'm a little mad that. Anyway.
choleric energy. I got too much choleric
Oh,
energy,
dear.
and just this house is just filling me with choleric energy, and I just need to get out of here,
We are
servant. So
built on a.
if you could get like the coach person,
My name
and,
is.
like take me to like a doctor
I'm
to like.
Dracula's servant, but not yours. My name is Marcus. Please
Okay,
don't call me. Please don't
Marcus.
call me servant. That was quite
Okay,
rude.
Marcus. I've got my humors are out of balance, and I need a doctor, and I don't mean like a doctor here. I mean like a doctor back at like the Capitol or something. So I need medical attention.
We have. We
I don't
could have
want to die of
Well, we could have a.
tuberculosis.
Normally I wouldn't, but you're very nice, and I like your little ears. So perhaps.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm
Have
not.
you ever had a friend die by tuberculosis?
No, surprisingly no.
Why? Is it because all your friends are immortal?
Yeah, we're all. I don't know why my voice changed just then. I'm gender fluid, and my name is still Marcus. Yeah, we all kind of got bit by a Dracula, so we're a little bit Dracula.
Can I roll to try to command grab Marcus?
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
How do I roll a dice?
Well, you could type roll a dice into Google. I thought you would have. I thought that you.
I don't.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say I don't
say
command
don't look-
grab Marcus.
You okay?
Wait, I can roll a d20 for initiative. Hold on.
Here we go. Oh shit! I pulled up a Dracula soundboard. There's only one. Oh, okay. It's just gonna go again, huh?
You won't believe this, but I rolled one and I got.
It's just gonna keep going. Hold on, Claire.
Okay.
We
so
need to
you
li-
fail to command grab Marcus, but I do not command grab Marcus.
Alex Jones Dracula. What does this mean?
Oh god. No.
Oh. That's okay.
I think that you should stay away from whatever you've just found.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
The bastard has found us, and now it's in a boss fight. How would you defeat Dracula in a boss fight? Is what I really want to know.
What moves do I have? Like what RPG archetype am I?
Well, you have like mouse
Am I
moves.
like a mouse mancer?
Yeah, you're a mouse mancer.
I am so pissed off that in the localization of Bravely Default 2, in the original Japanese, it's called a Nekomancer, and you know that Nekomancer rolls off the tongue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's cute.
Because it kind of sounds like Necromancer, but it's like Nekomancer, because it's like this weird reskin of Blue Mage, but with like a cat theme. This is Bravely Default 2.
Yes.
But in the English localization, they're just squeaking called Catmancers.
That's a little silly.
Ah!
That's not very creative, I wouldn't
Square
say.
Enix.
Square Enix,
Anyway,
get your shit together.
So I'm a mouse mancer, and I apparently have mouse related spells.
Sorry. You have mouse related
I guess
abilities.
I'm not sure what mouse abilities I would use.
You can use bite. I'm trying to think what other. Well, this
I
is.
think it would be bad to get into close range with Dracula.
I think-
given that he can bite back.
I think he would be caught off guard though, wouldn't he? He'd be like, "Wow, I've never been bitten before. This is crazy for me."
Do I have like access to like mouse traps or
Yeah,
like,
you have as much mouse. You have as much like mouse gear as you can scrounge up. Do you know that? Do you know Pickle Rick? Do you remember? Oh, dude, do you remember
I
fucking?
don't want to remember Pickle Rick, and I'm very upset that he kills rats in that episode, as I
Well-
learned from looking up the Wikipedia summary.
I'm not concerned about Pickle Rick. What I mean is that he scrounges up supplies in the sewer and makes like a mech
If
suit.
I met Pickle Grip, I would command grab him
Pickle Grip?
and immediately destroy him. Yes, I would.
Girl got that pickle grip. Anyway.
I would no, I
Oh,
would
no.
command grab him.
I think he has it coming.
But yes, you
Almost
can
certainly.
you can make any manner of chitty chitty bang bang instruments. This is an obvious.
Wait.
What's up?
What if I threw a giant wheel of cheese at him?
That's also yeah.
I think that would either distract him or it would hit him.
Yeah.
And so
Well, you could like
But
get like cheesy garlic bread.
it might
definitely.
be helpful to summon a swarm of mice to distract him so I can run away. But then that's like leaving my rodent friends behind, you know?
Yeah, that would be
Kinda,
difficult.
it's kind of a bad idea.
Emotionally, that's not
Um,
great. But I mean, they fight for you, and maybe they're already vampires, so there's no escaping for them.
Oh my gosh, vampire mice?
Yeah, you like walk into the mice hole and you're like, thank God I've escaped from Vlad Dracula. And then all of a sudden, like, a million red eyes pop out of the darkness.
I just want you to know that this may delay Magnificent Mouse Adventures because you're giving me ideas for like me attempting to finally make like a mechanical RPG Maker game about like a Mousemancer and like some other weird gimmicky RPG Maker classes.
Salad Stink says, if I had to escape Dracula's mansion, first of all, it's not about you, dickhead. Second of all, if I had to escape Dracula's mansion, I'd break into his pantry, scatter all of his grain and food so I can escape while the rats swarm his manor.
I guess there could also be the aspect of that the old myth that vampires have to count things. They have to count every grain of rice.
I'm not very good at counting.
But I'm
I don't think
thinking-
I would make a good vampire. Where are you going? What are you doing back there?
Dracula, you better not bite me.
Dracula?
Anyway, so I summon a wheel
Oh
of
fuck,
cheese.
he's chewing on cables. Hold on. I gotta get after that. Sorry, continue?
So I would throw a wheel of cheese at him. I'm trying to think of like what an ultimate mouse spell would be. What
I actually don't know where he went, and I'm kind of
ultimate
scared.
mouse spell?
He's just chewing on cables back there. I'm
That's
not.
okay. Mice and rabbits and rats do that too.
Yeah.
May or may not also be chewing on cable.
Why are you chewing on cables? You're supposed to help. This is nothing.
I accidentally ran over a PlayStation cable and I was pissed off.
Oh.
Ah,
Shit.
Yeah,
found-
with my office chair.
That sucks.
Anyway, back to fighting
that-
Dracula. I mean, he's probably a pretty tough guy.
Mhm.
I mean,
But
the
you have-
classic question is do I have preparation time?
Oh yeah, you have as much as you want. The colony of vampire mice that you run into takes you in as one of their own, and helps you
Do
like
they
prepare.
do they like garlic?
They are vampires, so no.
So I can't help them bake garlic bread.
No. Well, they can't help
That's-
you either.
Okay, they can't help me.
Hmm.
Gosh, I am in a pickle.
Yeah. Just like Rick.
Possibly wait.
Wait.
What kind of stuff gets exported from Dracula's castle?
Well, exported? Are you trying to sneak out? You're gonna dive
Yes,
into
I'm
the
trying to
laundry
sneak
bin?
out. You know, mice, rats. They're good at sneaking. So obviously, I need to find like a time release
He's still chewing
spell
on that
that
cable.
turns me into like a letter. So like whenever Dracula needs to send a letter again, I'll be the first letter out. Or I mean, okay, so if I can't transform into a letter, I could probably just hide in a box if like Dracula's mailing like if Dracula had like an Etsy store and he was selling stuff.
Yeah.
I would just hide in there and like I guess I could probably chew my way out in transit.
Yeah.
And then I guess that's an easy solution if Dracula didn't catch wind of me.
Yeah, I think that Dracula, man, he is really going after those cables. Sorry, I keep getting distracted.
Well, I guess somebody has to fight him, but it's not me.
Yeah. Could you fight Dracula since you have so much experience with him?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
One of my favorite Dracula games is a lesser known The Catamites game, Dracula's Castle. Highly recommend it. Favorite Dracula game. And another great Dracula game came out this year, Crypt Underworld by Lilith's Zone just came out recently. And there's a Dracula side quest. It's a really nice looking Dracula. He has his own castle. He has like a castle apartment. Highly recommend Crypt Worlds. Crypt Underworld.
Crypt.
It's the sequel to Crypt Worlds. Crypt Underworld.
Make it.
And Dracula is in it. I don't remember Dracula's in the first.
Oh shoot. Sorry, I didn't realize that would go off again. And you also can't hear this, so I'm like kind of trapped in Dracula's personal castle. I think... Is he... Oh, he's fucking... He's not... Sorry, he's not even chewing anymore. He's just fucking... He's plugged in a soundboard. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna need to be right back for this. While we're away...
Help!
Make sure to...
Help!
Make sure
Dracula.
to put your chat questions in the chat. Fuck, get out of there, Dracula! What's your goddamn problem, you fucking dickhead? Okay, listen, put your chat questions in the chat. We're gonna do our best to get Dracula in the. No, don't play the sound effect. I hate you so much. Hold on. I gotta get him. There's not any other option. Hold on. I'm going. We'll be right back.
Don't go away. Roddy and friends will be right back.
I have been on the street. I've been chased, run, harassed, pushed, kicked. My ribs have been broken, you know. The same man that gives you a traffic ticket is the same guy that knocks my brains out. We are sneaking in the county jail, looking under the door to see if the man is there. Sneaking like little children out of town. Sneaking all around the courthouse. Sneaking in and out of the ventilators. Sneaking everywhere. Everything is sneaky up around Sneakyville. Look at the madness that goes on. You can't prove anything that happened yesterday. Now is the only thing that's real. You can try to prove that Columbus sailed on an ocean, but it's not the same ocean. It's a different ocean. It's a different world. Every day, every reality is a new reality. Every new reality is a new horizon, a brand new experience of living. I got a note last night from a friend of mine. He writes in this note that he's afraid of what he might have to do in order to save his reality, as I saved mine. You can't prove anything. There's nothing to prove. Every man judges himself. He knows what he is. You know what you are as I know what I am. We all know what we are. Nobody can stand in judgment. They can play like they're standing in judgment. They can play like they stand in judgment and take you off and control the masses with your human body. And they can lock you up in penitentiaries and cages and put you on crosses as they did in the past. But it doesn't amount to anything. What they're doing is they're only persecuting a reflection of themselves.
Every man is his own clock. Every man is his own clock. Every man is his own clock.
They don't look gift horse in mouth. But what if?
Vampire.
Now, back to the show. Speaking of sucking, what do you... We're back. Hey, welcome back. Welcome to Chat Questions. Claire's gone into the other part of the studio to make sure that she can read the chat questions. You can get a little closer if you want. Don't be a stranger. There we go. Hello. How's it going?
It's a good thing we have escaped Dracula.
It is definitely, yeah. I would not want to continue to be in Dracula's castle. Saf System wants to know, would you consider Vlad Dracula to be a male wife?
No.
Can we append...
even married to?
He's married to the cause. Vlad Dracula is a famous yeah, he's okay. I guess we can do if you think it's Claire, fine. If you think it's funnier for him to be married to the bag, then I guess we can do your bit. I guess it doesn't have to be. I never have to be funny on this show. You're right.
Like the bag. Like, what's a bag? What do you mean bag?
Like a bag of money, like a big bag with $sign on it.
Dracula doesn't seem very interested in wealth.
Yeah.
He seems to be more interested in blood and laughing.
Perhaps Claire is then referring to the blood bag, which hot. But do you ever think about Dracula and you're like, "Oh, hello. I'm Rachel."
No.
Really?
No, I don't.
Not any version of Dracula.
I'm not Rachel. And yeah, I'm mostly interested in women. There are a few men in my mind. Like the Linux mascot Tuck.
Tuck's the Linux mascot?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I find Tuck's definitely the best potential mascot for Linux under any circumstances.
Yeah. But I'm also fond for Xenia. I've drawn her a lot.
Oh, fuck. So yeah, sure. Let's talk about Xenia. Jaden Jansky wants to know, would you rather watch a tree grow? That's a sentence fragment, but it also rhymes with what I just said. So, what's up? You know, what's up, danger? Don't be a stranger. Would you rather watch a tree grow?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, that would be a lot of watching.
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't watch a tree grow. I would like to watch more movies.
Ooh.
Probably not tonight though. I'm a bit worn out. I woke up at 7 a.m.
Oh wow. Okay. What'd you wake up for it?
I'm gonna be watching. I don't know. I just woke up. I'm probably gonna watch Possessor soon with a friend.
Hell yeah.
Possessor is a great movie about like transmitting your brain into some other guy's body and doing crimes.
Oh, that's
Great
cool.
movie.
I think that's
But
a
I'm sure there have been great movies made out of trees growing, but watching a tree actually grow takes years. There's a tree in my backyard that was planted there when I was a kid, and you know, after like 20 years, it's like finally like actually tall enough to be a tree.
That's cool.
So it's a very long form media to watch a tree grow, and you know we just live on a different time scale. You know,
Welcome to
I
the
mean,
show, by the way.
humans live for
Tree.
about like 80 years. You know, mice live about 2 years. Some insects live even less. You know,
Trees are.
so we're all on different time scales.
How long does a tree live? Hang on.
We're all on
I've never
different
thought about
crime
this.
scales.
Whoa.
I think there's some trees that are really, really old.
Can I talk about something about Zootopia? We talked about Zootopia earlier.
Yeah,
and
I hate Zootopia.
You just reminded me by saying crime scales. Do you know the scene in that where Nick Wilde like goes to an elephant popsicle store? He buys an elephant popsicle and then he melts it down and makes a small-sized popsicles to sell to the small people.
Yes, to the mice.
Why is that a fucking crime? Why does he get arrested for that? That's totally normal.
Because the writers are like lazy and they needed an excuse, and I guess they probably thought it was a good thing. They thought it was an interesting scene, and quote Mystery Science Theater 3000. Just repeat to yourself, it's just a show. I should really just relax.
Yeah, but that's not a fucking
I abstain
crime.
from that rule when it involves cops.
Yeah.
I don't care about the popsicle part. I do care that there's a cop, and also the racism metaphor was completely bungled.
Oh no, yeah, ham-fisted
God.
like slutty pig. Ham-fisted. Thank you. It's not like. Did you see a couple days ago some fucking police in Britain bragged about like, oh, look at we've got off the fucking streets. We're some good old boys and we've gotten 100 candy bars from an uncle. Like what? Huh? Explain that. Why?
I don't know. I have a lot of friends in the UK, but we don't talk about cops that much, thankfully.
I'm sorry.
We're talking about more interesting stuff, such as the world poll.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I'm very sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't really focus on cops right now.
SAF system.
I don't know.
Let's move on then, and we can
Okay.
not talk about cops, but also fuck cops. The official opinion of Ratterday Night.
I would heavenly Potemkin Buster a cop if I could.
I would do so many different Spider-Man moves on a cop if I was Spider-Man. Ugh, I wish I was
don't even
Spider-Man.
play Guilty Gear.
What's your
I don't even
favorite?
play Guilty.
SAF System wants to know what's your favorite version of Dracula? The original book,
I feel like-
Castlevania, Hotel Transylvania.
I feel like the obvious answer is Space Funeral Dracula, but as I've said, my favorite Dracula game is also by the Catamites. It's Dracula's Castle. It's only hosted on his Glorious Trainwrecks, and it's a very different version of Dracula. It's more like a Muppet creature. Would you consider the Count from Sesame Street a Dracula, or is that like different?
I mean, he is Count Dracula, so I don't know what kind of question that is.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I am endeared. I like the Count, but I would nominate Dracula's Castle Dracula as a favorite one. I like the 1990s something Dracula movie, but he's not like a favorite Dracula. I just like that movie. It was good.
This is our
there's, like,
space
Young Keanu Reeves.
Space Funeral Dracula.
Correction, that is from some Space Funeral fan game.
Oh.
Why did it not made by the Catamites?
Here's Bran Castle, which is apparently where Whoa! What a big castle. Would you? Okay. Wait. Okay. We can now like actually Here we go. This is gonna be kick-ass. I hope you're ready for the coolest segment to ever grace Saturday night.
An amazing season 3 opener. The castle.
The Dracula's castle.
Das Schloss. Apologies to German people watching the VOD, and I completely messed up that pronunciation.
Welcome. We've come all the way to Castle Bram Stoker in Dracula's house, and we're here now.
Castle Broker.
Castle Broker, as it's called. This is so lovely. Hold on. We need bird sound effects, I think. Outdoor ambience. Outdoor ambience for like a lovely forest sounds. There we go. Oh, how lovely. Wow. Saturday night has an incredible budget. I know, we just teleported to Dracula's castle out of nowhere.
Yeah, we have a teleporter.
We have we have two teleporters.
Rachel has a teleporter.
We have two teleporters. One of them's at Dracula's castle and one of them's at home base.
Or we could be manifesting the metaphysical supernatural phenomenon of bilocation. Like there was this one soldier in the Philippines, and he like magically transported to Mexico, and they didn't believe him, but then like months later when they heard some news, they were like, oh my gosh, he actually did teleport. I just thought that was...
Can you teleport?
4T stuff is interesting sometimes. No, I can't teleport.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry to hear that.
I walk on my knees though, given my disability, so that's kind of a superpower. And like some of the weirder superpowers, I have big calluses on my knees. That might be a bit personal, but that's just the lived disabled experience.
That's like those are your paws.
Not really.
Oh, okay, sorry.
They're like my knees.
Oh, okay.
Knees that I walk on.
I'm sorry, I'm enraptured by sort of the beauty of nature. And Dracula's beautiful castle. And I'm glad that we brought the like pile of dead TVs with us to leave here as a souvenir for old
Yes,
Vlad.
I think Dracula loves CRTs. I feel like he might try to flip these, but whatever.
I'm gonna flip them right now. Watch this.
He'll have to.
Woohoo!
He'll have to fix them on his
Sorry.
own. Actually, one of the screens I'm looking at right now is my old CRT that I have hooked up to a converter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's really small, so I can't see the tech really well.
I know, Season 3. We would have been able to do that flip without Season 3 technology. Marbles wants to know... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was gonna ask.
Marbles wants to know, what are your thoughts on creation? Do you prefer the process or the product?
Can you say the second part of the question? Because I think I have like an answer that's combined both of them.
Do you prefer the process or the product?
No, I mean the message after that one.
Oh, okay. Also, any particularly difficult roadblock you've had to overcome or step away from, you think you've learned from? I think mainly about game dev or art projects, you could apply the question to other aspects of your life if you want.
So I think the process can be very meditative. I can find art very calming to work on, even if I can produce it very quickly. I can draw something in, I don't know, 5 minutes after like 10 years of practice. But in a sense, with games, as much as I like the product, I'm remembering like this post on Tumblr or somewhere else where it's like an image of a cross stitch, and like you see the front and it's all pretty, right? And then you see the back. And when making creative works, the person who creates this, or the people who create this, they always have like a very different viewpoint from the audience who will play it. So like, it's just generally hard for me to enjoy my own work because, so take for instance the music video. I did it over a period of months, but it wasn't a period of a month, but it was just like maybe a few hours every other day or something. Why is there a plane there?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't. Okay, so
Sorry.
And so like all of that effort turns into a 3-minute music video, but it was all that effort. And me and B Pseudopod and Biddy and some other people are really the only ones who were involved in the sort of lengthy process of creation, and it's kind of a little unfortunate that that I myself or other people's have a very different view of our creations, and so I guess I enjoy the process a lot, even if only because it feels like I cannot enjoy the product because my perception of the product is changed because I worked on the process. The game did not appear out of the aether into my hands, unfortunately.
Right, yeah. It's kind of like you're the main part of your experience with it.
And the one major roadblock is that I was feeling just quite depressed in June and July. I was just playing a lot of Caves of Quad. And I was just quite a bit depressed, not doing much. But really at the end of July and now I'm feeling more motivated, and somebody told me about the Pomodoro technique and using like a kitchen timer to kind of box up, just like condense your time working on something into blocks. And I think it's been helping, the Pomodoro technique, the tomato concentration technique. And it's even more fitting because a few years back, my father or somebody got me a kitchen timer that's a mouse.
Oh.
So like when I'm doing this, I have a little mouse timer. So I mean, it's really fitting.
That sounds. Whoa! Not a lot of mice make
What?
this noise. I think that's awesome. I was just really
You hear
excited
that?
by your cool timer.
So, but unfortunately, I'm easily scared. So when the timer goes off, I'm always just like a little scared. But that's okay. That's okay. That's game dev. That's life. It's game dev. Yes, Battler from Umineko When They Cry could outsmart Dracula.
Oh, shit.
From Bram Stoker's Dracula. I will not elaborate because I don't want to spoil anyone on Umineko, and I have not finished Umineko yet. But I think he could. But I guess I don't even know what game Battler and Dracula would. But yes, Battler would win.
Congratulations to Battler on being the one to win that matchup. Not so much congratulations on your unfortunate name, though.
What?
It's
What
just
name?
not Battler. That's not what I would choose for my child.
Okay. I'm gonna spoil a little bit of Umineko, but it's not like major spoilers. So the grandparent of the, I'm gonna butcher this, the Ushiroma family. He's like obsessed with Western culture. So he gives like all of his children like European sounding names, like Kraus, Rosa, Ava, and then so his kids do the same with their children. So and somehow Battler's name is Battler, and it's the weirdest one.
Is Battler like Norse?
No, he's like I don't know, he's like a fighter.
I see. He's good at fight. He's got like fighting abilities. What would you say would be your most powerful fighting ability?
In real life or as a mouse?
As a mouse, certainly. Wow, mouse is
my
real life.
bite.
Your incredible bite?
My bite.
Okay. What would you say your bite force is, would you say? Just out of 100?
200.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. When mice want to draw blood, they'll draw blood.
And when mice want to draw pictures, they'll draw pictures. I think that's all we had for
Yeah.
chat questions.
Anybody else got questions?
Who's chat? Last chance, last call for questions. Big Chomper
was
I
W2.
sent you an
was,
image of Battler if you want to
That's
show the world.
unrelated
Everybody
to.
Battler.
I'll show Battler in a second here. Ew.
I believe somebody asked a question.
Yeah, but
Blue
that's not
trash
related
net
to
mouth.
the
Oh.
show, so I'm ignoring it.
I see.
Sorry.
What question?
I've
It
something
was-
about I want to plug in my phone. I'm gonna be the fourth member of Ratterday Night, and my jokes matter so much. In your opinion, what do you think that my phone? It's some shit about a phone charger. I can't even read it. I just don't care. Hey, listen, we're here to interview our lovely guest about Dracula and mice.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Here's Battler.
Squeak.
Knowing.
Are my squeaks picking up?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I want the whole world to hear.
Just Battler is.
That's Battler.
Yeah, I don't like him. I'm threatened.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's kind of a jerk.
He's getting closer to the camera too. Like that's. Okay, now you're too close, man. Battler, can you take a step back? Battler. Go. Okay, thank you. Jesus.
He's trying to steal. He's trying to steal
He always
the
does
spotlight.
this.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you wanted to plug before we close for the evening?
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. Plug. Chibi Robo plug into adventure.
Hell yeah!
Magnificent Mouse Misadventure. Play it when it's out, whenever. I don't know when it's out because game dev takes a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, it'll be out eventually, and that's all you need to know.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can plug. Crypt Worlds, Photocopiadora,
Cryptocurrency.
The Killer, Dracula. Oh no, F cryptocurrency.
I like that all
Mice can poop on crypto coins for all I care.
Hell yeah. It'd be very clean. Do you ever see like soda cans under a black light and it makes you never want to drink soda anymore? Don't forget to link them in chat. You're right.
No. Yeah,
we'll link them
my
in
website.
chat. Yeah.
I have a website. The website doesn't have too much info on Magnificent Mouse Misadventure, and my art archive is not fully tagged because obviously I'm not some big name furry image website. I'm just one person with one tagging system, and I do it sometimes. But you can look at most of my artwork there.
Hell yeah.
Get
after it. Marika, thank you
and
for
the game will be out sometime, and I hope you.
Do you know what year? Will it be this year? Can we see Marvelous Misadventure by Christmas?
I would estimate end of 2023 or possibly 2024. I do not know. Game dev takes some time. I have a general outline of the game, but like I said, game dev takes time, and especially when it's just one person and it's not like some British people getting a grant or something, and like there's this big company. It's just me and B Pseudopod, and I mean we're unemployed, so we I don't know if I should have said where. Sorry about that. But like I'm an unemployed, so I have hypothetically all the time in the world, but I my health should come first. But like even then, I'm not like working 24/7. So hopefully it'll be done sometime, but there's still quite a ways to go. I have the prologue of the game done. The prologue is like when she's just a person and not a mouse, and then like the actual game just really starts when she's a mouse. And I have to figure out what to do.
I'm sure you will, though. I mean, that sounds. This feels like the hardest part.
Good luck on escaping Dracula's castle.
Good
That
luck,
is your
everyone.
mission. Escape Dracula's castle. Do not become vampire. Find the golden key.
This is all really good advice. I'm writing all of it. Oh fuck! Oh god, it's Dracula! He's here! No!